let's get started then. All right. Well, if this is your first time with us, we're going to go over the rules of acquisition. Language acquisition is something that doesn't feel like it's working. It's probably not working. And if you feel like you aren't getting it, that basically means that the teacher needs to change how they're teaching. And if something feels like it's not working for you, that is probably like a study habit, or if someone tells you, oh, this is the way you need to study in order to learn language, and that's not working for you, don't do it. And third here, if what you're learning really isn't relevant or interesting, you probably aren't acquiring much. If you need notes, take notes. If you don't need to take notes, don't take notes. And we're going to be using pages 168 and 169. And if you need any of this information, you can check out the textbook on Discord. So let's jump into this. All right, so we're going to do our kanji here first. And our first kanji up here is for company. So we will start with this kanji here. Give me just a second. I had it in the right place and now it's gone. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. So let's go to our drawing paper here. Make sure everything's all good. We're good. All right, so the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to start with the little line at the very top, like this. It's going to come to a stop. And then we're not going to touch the line, but we're basically going to make a fu after that. And then we're going to put a line down, and then another line down, just like that. And that's going to be the first half of our radical. Then after that, we're going to start with the smaller line here, followed by a longer line here. And then we're going to bring another line down in between them, just like that. Now, what you want to do is you want to make this first line ever so slightly smaller than the bottom line. And the
pretty close to a knee, right?
Yep, pretty close. Yeah. But, and this top line right here should match right around the bottom section of this other line right here.
A little shorter than you have it.
Yep, just a little bit. And usually this line here is a little bit higher than that line.
Interesting. Does the middle line or the top line, you want to try and get it right where the fu meets the other two?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So the whole thing is that like when you draw kanji like this here, you're basically drawing a little tiny line in between them, and you're drawing a little tiny line across for them. So you want everything to fit into these lines here. Your radicals should almost evenly fit inside a box like this, and there should be kind of this evenly split line between them. And there are some kanji that'll be 3, and you're going to have 3 individual lines in between the box here like this, where you have something, something, and something like that. And they're going to be equally placed within that box.
This is why I used a grid notebook.
So let's go ahead and try and draw this one more time. So you bring one line down, make fu, bring another line down, and then another one here. And then you're going to draw the little line, longer line. Oop, and that one didn't go the right direction. And put it straight down, just like that. And this one is sha. Oh, that one's too big. And I should have said this one here is a flowing brush stroke. So you want to make sure that it makes that little tail. That one's too high. Right there. That's about perfect. except for my pen would be a little bit thicker. All right. So that's what we use for kaisha and shakai. And you remember that kaisha, what was it we had? What is it? Kaisha means company. And shakai means social studies. All right, so our next one here that we're going to be doing is going to be father. Now, this is actually really important. This kanji right here is going to be used in a lot of different radicals. So we're going to be doing school, and school coming up is basically going to have this as part of a radical inside. Inside it.
Reminds me of a mining symbol. Or a funny animal face.
When I first saw it, I thought of the walking hammers in Pink Floyd. So what we're going to do for this one here is you're going to start at the very top. You're going to put one line and one line, kind of like you do for ha. And then one line down and one line across. One, 2, 3, 4. And
you don't really want them touching.
No. Pretty sure they're not touching. No. So, get a little bit more technical with this. This one here comes to a swish, so you have a flowing brush. This one here comes to a stop point, a hard stop point, and then you have one with a flowing brush to a stop. And you'll find that the majority of strokes that are going to be going to your right are going to end in a stop, and the majority of your strokes that go left are going to go into a flow, like that. Let's try this one more time. So you have a swish, stop, swish, stop. And another name for father besides Otosan, which is Chi-Chi. That is correct. It's kind of like
saying that in an anime before.
Yeah, it's kind of like saying dad. Whereas father is more like formal in that sense. So next we're going to be doing mother. And this is haha so Chi-Chi is for dad and mommy is haha. So sometimes the wife will say oka, what he would say oka-san. Or she'll just say ka-san. And it's really funny because my sons, because my wife uses ka-san so often with her mother, both of my sons call her ka-san. Which she actually enjoys because it makes her sound younger. All right, so this one, it's not difficult, but it's a little weird. So the first one is kind of like ku, but not. So like ku is like this. This one is we're going to rotate the angle a little bit on this here. So you're going to come down like this here and then come across like that. And there should be just a little bit of a bow inside the thing here. So this one here, you're actually making an L. So this is going to be one stroke. So next you're going to come across the top and it's going to be straight. And then you're going to bring this one down into a curve. And as you get to the very bottom, and I went too far here, but when you get to the very bottom, you're going to make a hook. So you're going to come like this, down, and hook up. Just like that. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put 2 lines here, about equidistant from each other. And then you're going to take and draw a straight line across these.
Mine's so slanty. It's too far.
So that's what you want to do for this one. This one's a little bit difficult, but this kind of radical is used a lot. So. And this should have came to a stop here instead of a swish. And that's how you draw mother. We got one more that we're going to do here.
Is that also bow as well?
Bow, but bow is used for different things. Like you have like your native language is Bogol. So Bogol, it means like how like you and I natively speak English, but we're learning Japanese. So that would be like our mother tongue or our mother language, Bogo. Like Nihongo, that same go. And bo. Another one is, so you have bonyu, which is breast milk. And then you have, what is it, boin, which means vowel, but it basically means mother sound, is how it's directly translated. Next one, we're going to learn taka and ko. So we're like takai. So this one is a really commonly used one in Japan, especially when you're doing names, because like as an example, the name Takahashi is probably, I think it's the 3rd most common name in Japan. Like it's kind of like someone with the last name of like Smith or Johnson.
Jones.
Or Jones, yes. So like I think Suzuki is number 1, Sato is number 2. And Takahashi is number 3 for the most common last names in Japan. So this one's pretty easy. So you have one, that's my bad. You have one line down at the very top, and then you make a straight line across, which I didn't do, and I'm going to try again. Then you need to make a box here, like this. Then we're going to make a 3/4 box with a flick at the very bottom. And then we're going to put a box inside of that box.
A box and a box and a box.
And a box and a box and a box. What I did wrong with this one here is that this box should be about 1/4 of the size bigger than this box.
Yeah, mine's the other way around.
Yep. So we'll try this again real quick. So you have 1, 2, 3.
It's a shame this isn't the kanji for
sorry.
snake.
Sorry, I had those backwards. It's backwards. It's the other way around. That's my bad. This one here is supposed to be the bigger one. So you have one here like this. Oh. It's really hard to draw this, slowly. I'm just so used to drawing it fast. Yeah, that's right. Just like that. There you go. All right. And that'll conclude our kanji section, and then we'll go over and review a little bit what we did last time. So you guys remember te form. We did that before. And we're learning the te imas, which what this does is it's basically saying, like, instead of, like, for ao and ate, when you say atemas, it means meeting. Like, I am meeting someone. Or I am reading yonde. I am dying. Or shinde. Telling you right now, I'm dying this week. Oh my goodness. Had some kids classes. And one of them was an after school activity that was 3 hours in the gym. I don't work out very often. I did that day. So when we use this before for te imas, we use te form and then we add imas at the end of it. And that basically gives us our, what is it? We call it the present progressive tense. So in essence, this shtemas is I am doing
Something
right.
at wait.
So let's take
That's like hang on.
Okay,
Two
so
in the afternoon?
yep. So that's
I
go.
wasn't even looking on the left. I was looking on the- I was like,
So yep. So this is go.
Yeah.
Go.
Gogo Niji
Gogo niji. Goro.
Goru
Goro.
Goro. Yeah.
So goro is used for like around.
Okay.
It's not. It means like not exactly, but close to. Okay.
Nani o shiteimasu. Yeah.
Shiteima.
Mashita ka.
Very good.
I was like, hang on.
So because it's mashita.
Yep.
That
Past
means
tense.
that's past tense. That's right. So what was nani again?
Where were you at? What were you doing at 2 p.m.?
Very good. Lavitz, do you want to take a look at the next sentence and we'll try and work
Yeah,
on that one there?
Tomodachi o. Is that, yeah, it goes in no, right? Or no?
Tomodachi to.
To, okay. Tomodachi to heya de. That is. Benkyo shimashita. Shite imashita.
Very
Shite
good.
imashita.
Very good.
So, yeah.
So
My
Tomodachi
friends were
to.
studying.
Hey, yeah. I was with my friends studying because it's to answer the question, yeah.
but where were you?
Hey, which would be. Is that home? No.
It was
Close.
like a friend's room or something, wasn't
Yep,
it?
that is correct. It is room. All right.
Tomodachi. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead and say it.
You sure? Okay.
Yep.
Tomodachi to heya de. Benkyo shite imashita.
Very good. So let's try and use this sentence here to ask each other questions using this. So we did niji gogo, or gogo niji. Do you remember what morning is?
Zen.
That is correct.
So
What was it?
Gozen.
Gozen.
So Gozen Rokuji. Right?
Very good. And
Gozen Rokuji. Wait. Goro Nani o te imashita ka.
Very good. Lavitz?
Yes,
What were you
means
doing around
to go to
6 a.m.?
sleep. To go to sleep, right?
To go to
Or
s-
does that just count? Yeah.
So no, to sleep. So to go to sleep, oyasumi nasai is what you say to
Yeah.
somebody. Is like saying good
Got
night
it.
to somebody. But we have learned to sleep.
Trying to remember it.
Did I write it
Hanahita
down?
means I'm
Neru.
tired.
Neru.
Nedu, is that correct?
And then
That is
nete.
correct.
Yeah, so nedu into form would be ne he nete. Just regular, yeah. Verb, right?
Yep.
Yep. So do I just go watashi o nete what is this? Nete imashita?
So did you sleep in your room or on a couch?
Oh, in my room. So so watashi o
Watashi no?
hey watashi no hey wa arde mete imashita.
Very good. Try it one more time.
So watashi no hey oh yeah, so watashi no hey wa or no sorry watashi no hey de nete imashita.
Very good. Fantastic. Ellie, let's get you. We'll have Lavitz ask you this one here.
And that's go right?
That is go go.
So go G is the time, right? That's it. Okay, so go G go to
Goro.
goro nani o shimashita ka?
One more time. Take a look real closely.
Nani o oh there it goes.
Oh, my bad.
Can we have it back?
No problem. That's
Take a
my
look
bad.
real closely. Open my eyes a little wider. Screen changes. I'm like, well. So nani o shite imashita. Okay. So go juichi zen or goichi zen, right?
So go eat. So go
go juichi zen.
Juichi G.
G. Okay, I don't know why I forgot that. Okay. So go juichi G. Nani o shite imashita ka?
Very good.
I think did you forget around, or did I just miss that part?
I think he did forget go go.
Did I
the
forget
Goru.
Gogo?
No, you had the go, but not the go. The
Goro. That's what it was. Goro.
Where would the Godo go? Oh, okay, so got it. My bad. I did miss that. So go juichiji goro nani o shite imashita ka?
Okay, hold on just a second here. My thing messed up here real quick, and I'm wondering why my drawing pad is not registering something correctly. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with it.
It looks like it's working now.
All right, it's working now. It's my bad. Let's try it again.
If I want to say like something or something, have we done that already?
I think we have, and the particle is ka.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay.
So that's like another use of ka. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. If I'm using two verbs, do they both have to be in the te form?
I think just the second one.
Or just the second one?
Desperado.
Okay, so can you tell me what you were going to say so I can see
I was
if
gonna say I would be either playing games or sleeping.
no, this is what you did last night at 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I was sleeping as well.
Okay,
um, so that was
were you sleeping in your room or on the couch? No.
in my room.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to sleep on the couch. The cat would keep me up. So that would be watashi no, was it ha heya? Yeah, heya.
Mm-hmm.
Watashi no heya de um nete nete imashita.
Very good. Fantastic. Let's move on to something a little bit different here. So what we're going to do is we're talking about Susan here. And her
Who's now Blue Sun.
yeah, Blue Sun. And that's not Susan, that's her sister. This is Sue. Right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about her family. So I am going to give you a few key words right here because so we're not going back and looking at the vocabulary here. But the first one is sumu,
Okay.
and this is to live. So the person lives at a certain location. So and then there is kekkon. So kekkon suru, which means to marry. And we're going to look at ni, and this is going to be the particle ni. And then tsu to me do, which means to work for. So these are going to be the main things that you need to know. So we're going to all your info that you need to know is going to be right up here. So it's laid out there for you. We are just going to try and put the sentences together. So I'm going to read the first sentence for you, and I want you to try and answer it. And Lavitz, I'll have you start first. Okay? So the first is One-san wa doko ni sunde imasu ka?
So we definitely was aware for Doko. See,
And I'm reading number 1 if you want to take a look.
yeah. So where does she live is the question.
Mm-hmm.
One-san wa seori de
Seoru.
ni? Okay. Seoru ni, and then I'm looking for the rest of this sentence, which would be soon de imasu.
Very good. Let's try that and make it a little bit smoother.
One-san wa seoru ni soon. Sorry. One-san wa seoru ni soon de imasu.
Very
No,
good.
imasu.
Very good. Let's do number 2. Ototo-san wa America ni sunde imasu ka? And
that
that's
seemed
for
like a yes or no question, but I'm assuming,
Does the father live in America?
or is it where?
Ototo. Ototo-san.
Oh, no,
Ototo?
does the, that's the little brother.
Oh,
I heard what's that called for some reason? What's
Yeah.
dad again?
Otosan.
Oto.
Oto-san. So Ototo is little brother.
Ah.
So,
So, does the
Ototo-san
little
wa-
brother
Mm.
live in America? No, he doesn't.
Hmm.
So, Ie.
Yeah.
And then where does he
Ie
live?
Ototo-san wa could I just say London?
Don Don.
London ni what is it?
So,
Sun Sundeimasu.
Very good. Number 3 here, Lavitz. Okasan wa nani o shitemasu ka?
why did I think that meant what does she do for a living? Or no? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Right.
much. What does she do?
School teacher isn't sensei.
Uh,
What?
so we were doing high school.
So,
Right. Which was
Dako,
Gakko.
I think.
That's school.
That's just
right.
school, but
Yeah, that's
do you
just
remember
Yeah,
that
but-
high school is a little bit different?
Yeah, I can imagine
So
the
you have
kanji, but
you have shogakko and
Mhm.
chugakko,
Chugakko,
and then high school is.
ongakko. No. Yes.
So I'll give you a hint. We just
Trying to think
learned
what the kanji is.
we just learned it actually.
Oh, right. Hang on.
You got the notes.
Kogaku?
Gogakko.
Uh,
Like, it's
Ko.
remember the Taka and Ko?
Yeah,
Ko.
it's
Kogakko.
it's-
Koko.
there you go. You got it. Koko.
So
Is
is
it like
it Kogakko or is it
It's
Kogakko?
Koko.
Kogakko.
No, Koko.
Sensei.
Oh, just Koko?
Yes, Koko
Koko.
no.
No.
Oh, Koko no Sensei.
Very good.
Koko no sensei. So, Oka-san wa, Koko sensei.
Koko.
Koko.
Got the particle.
Oh, Koko no sensei. It's sensei o, right?
Hmm.
Sensei o, shite imasu.
Very good. Let's try that one more time.
Oka-san wa, Koko no sensei o shite imasu.
Okay.
Yay.
Shite imasu.
Okay. And let's do the next one here. So we have number 4. Onei-san wa nani o shitemasu ka?
What does the sister do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. There's 2 things in there. So, bank is ginkgo, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right.
Worked
key
for
is-
a bank.
Worked. Meaning
So you turn into a past tense on it.
very
Yeah.
good.
Hang on a minute. I've
Do you-
forgotten which of the new things you threw at us is working.
Ni
Oh,
tsutomeru.
yeah. Nisutomeru.
Tsutomeru.
And that's just what worked.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's worked for.
So that is where. Okay, so that's already. Okay. So would that be Ginkgo o su hang on,
Ginkgo.
oh,
Ni?
okay. Ginkgo ni sutomeru.
Yes.
Ginkgo ni suto. Oh, that's su
Tsutomeru.
with ko is funny.
Tsutomeru.
Ginkgo ni sutomeru.
Okay. So now we got to use te form.
Yeah. I'm assuming
I
it's
would
a
say
reverb, so is it
chisai
just
Yeah.
you
Or
think it's a
What do you
Two
think it
verbs.
is? I don't know.
So,
Uh,
do you remember how I was saying before how kaeru is an exception
yep.
with the A sound? So we had neru, and neru becomes nete. And then we
Yeah.
had
Mete.
tsukeru, and that becomes tsukete.
So, sutomete.
Very good.
So, don't I also need to say she's married as well, though?
No, we're just talking
No?
about where she works. Nani o shite
Okay.
masu?
So, お姉さんは、銀行に住めています。
Tsutomete
勤めています。
imasu.
Oh,
Past tense. Yeah.
いました。
Very
Wait.
good.
Okay.
So let's try it. Let's say the whole thing.
お姉さん、wait, yeah. お姉さんは銀行に住めていまし、い
So
ました。
tsutomete.
勤めて。
Very good. Tsutomete.
Yeah, I can't say it quick like that.
Tsutomete.
勤めて。お姉さん、oh yeah. お姉さんは銀行に勤めていました。
Very good. Fantastic.
When you have the su and the to like that, do you normally pronounce it sto?
It's not a. This one here is stomete. There's a
Stomete.
pronounced to, like
Okay.
not an inflection, but it's fully pronounced.
I wasn't sure if it was like one of those weird ones where you kind of combine them together.
Yeah, no, it's not what is it?
Tomete.
Stomete.
Like
So-
a kai or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go down to number 5 now here. So, お姉さんは結婚してますか?
Height. Right? It was just or what are we doing? One more time?
Hey, so
Where is it?
お姉さんは結婚してますか? The whole
I
the whole
don't
point
remember.
the whole point of this is to use the te form. So I'm
Ah,
hoping
okay.
for longer sentences than just height.
Yeah, the question was just, is she married, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so do you want me, can I just go hi, su, or what is that? I
お
can't
姉
read the
さん
bottom.
は
Oh, you want the whole one? Okay, so one-san wa, can't read that. That's
結婚?
結婚する。
Kekkon. Okay,
So it'd be 結婚
Kekkon.
して。
okay, yeah. Kekkon is what I couldn't read. That's right.
Yeah.
So, お姉さんは結婚しています.
Very good. All right, let's move on to the next one here. We'll do one more each and then we'll move on. Let's do 6 here. 弟さんは結婚してますか?
いいえ。Yeah. Hang on. That one's messing with me now. Is it otote-san?
弟さん.
Ototo. Okay. Ototo-san. Yeah. いいえ、弟さん。結婚していました。Wait. Just います。Oh. Okay.
Negative. Yeah.
Do I need to throw a masen in the end?
That's
you must have.
right.
Okay. So, 弟さんは、結婚していません。
Very good. Fantastic. All right. And Lavitz, we'll do the last one here. お父さんは Nansai desu ka?
Nansai. What's nansai? Is that age?
Mm-hmm.
Oto-san wa 48.
40.
What? 48?
Very good.
Sai.
Hasai. Okay, so. Oto-san wa 48 desu.
Very good. Fantastic. All right, let's move on to the next part here. So I'm going to show you some things that are a little bit different in how like Japanese sentences are structured. So these two sentences basically mean the same thing, but with a slightly different nuance. So you have Eri-san no kami. Kami means hair. So Eri-san no kami wa nagai desu. And nagai means long.
How did you know? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness. All right, so can you guys guess what this means here?
Uh,
I have long hair.
Yeah. Or but with the no when you're using no. So it makes it possessive.
Yeah. I possess long hair.
Uh,
Or
This
you don't mean it
becomes-
quite literally.
I don't mean it quite literally. I
Um,
mean, how would it, the way that sorry, I'll just show you the next slide. It'll be easier
Ellie's
that
hair
way.
is long?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, hang on a minute.
So this is talking about your hair
Yeah.
itself. It's not talking about you.
Yeah.
So the way to make this sentence sound more native in Japanese is to make Ellie the subject and the hair being long. So therefore, this next sentence creates
Ellie has long hair.
very
get that.
good. So they're sentences that basically mean the same thing with a slightly different nuance to them. This one here is kind of like a scientific term,
Mm-hmm.
and this one here is kind of like what you would say in conversation. Even though they're both grammatically correct. So
One
this
makes you sound like a robot. The other one's conversation.
right. Right. Like this one here is an observation. This one here is a description. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we're going to use that with talking about Mario.
Let's
So-
go.
Here we go. So we have here, this is Seiga Takai, which means tall. Seiga Mijikai. So sei basically means back. So their back is tall. Their back is short. Oki, which we learned is big. Chisai is small. Kawaii, do you guys know what that means?
Cute. It's a great description for Mario. I don't care what no one says.
Right. And then you have atama ga I. Atama means head is good, which basically means smart. And atama
Actually,
ga
getting those blocks,
warui. And
which means what's stupid.
pretty much. So this is one of those things with Mario, and then you have Wario, so Warui, And then you have Luigi and Waluigi.
Hmm.
That's where those come from the meaning bad in Japanese. So his head is good, and like his head is bad. So now we're going to try and describe Mario using what we just learned before on the last page. So that was with the
Mario-san wa Sega Majikai. Mijikai, excuse me. Mijikai desu. Right?
Very
Or is
yes.
there no, yeah.
Yes, that is correct. So Mario-san wa Sega Mijikai desu. Okay, now describe Mario with another thing. If you don't know specific words, let me know and I will help you.
I
Ellie?
think I was supposed to say like Mario is usually kind of small most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
Yep. He said that he was short.
Mijikai.
What do we use small for then?
Well, you
'Cause
could
it's big, small, and tall and short.
right. Well, I mean, you could say he has a small mouth.
What do we call it? I should remember what that is. Doesn't begin with go, does it?
What are we talking about?
Mouth.
Oh.
I know it's like the same kanji as cave, and I forgot what it is. Oh, kuchi.
So you have Mario.
Yeah. Mario wait. Description, then object? Object description.
Object and then description.
Yeah. So Mario wa kuchi chisai.
Kuchi ga.
Oh. Kuchi ga chisai desu.
Very good. All right. Now let's try another one. Lavitz, do you want to give another one a go?
I mean, yeah, Mario-san wa kawaii desu.
But what is his hands, his hat,
No,
his
Mario
eyes?
was cute.
Just Mario?
His hat's fine. What's hat?
Hat is
Or-
boshi.
What's gloves? Gloves is probably a better one. Boshi.
Okay, so this is
Mario-san wa boshi ga kawaii desu.
okay. Very good.
What's the word for belly?
Belly. Okay, so onaka.
Onaka. Mario wa onaka ga uki desu.
Oki.
Uki.
Okay, so we did Mario. Let's try Mr. Bean. And he's known as Bean-san.
Bean-san. So what was the word for mouth again?
Mouth is kuchi.
Uchi.
Kuchi. So Bean-san wa kuchi ga tekai desu, right? Or no? I kind of took a guess. Oki desu.
Very good.
I was like, is Mr. Bean stupid or is he just funny?
Okay, well, if you want to do, well,
The character
the
Mr. Bean
brightest.
is silly. He's stupid.
Yeah. Okay. What was it? Bean-san.
Bean-san wa
Bean-san wa atama. Yeah. Atame wari.
atama ga.
Oh, that's a ga. Oop. I missed that. The atame ga wari.
Atama.
Atama. yeah, atama ga wari desu.
Wadui.
Oh.
Wadui.
Atama ga warui desu.
Very good. Fantastic.
Uh, I don't. What else is Mr. Bean easily described as?
He's probably he's tall. He's taller than Mario.
Yeah, that's true. Bean-san wa sengate gai desu.
Seiga
Seiga. What did I say? Seigai.
takai.
Seiga. Yeah, so Bean-san wa seiga ta gai.
Takai.
Ta-
It's not ga.
Takai.
There's a
What-
ga
I said
and then
ga.
a ka.
Gotcha. That's why I'm getting it confused. So Bean-san wa seiga takai desu.
Very good. Fantastic. All right.
Hermione wa atama ga ai desu.
E des.
E desu. Oh, I added an extra A.
Okay.
Hermione wa atama ga i desu.
Very good.
I don't think of her as short or tall.
Is Hermione cute?
Yeah, right. That's the easy get out of jail free card. So
Naga
Hermione-san wa. I'm just gonna wait for him to finish this. Nagai. Des. Nagai.
Oh, long
or was
hair.
that?
There you go.
Got it. So Hermione-san wa Kami ga or no, sorry. Nagai Kami des, right? Or no?
Switch them.
Okay, so it's there's a ga in the after the kami. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hermione-san wa kami ga nagai desu.
Very good.
The ga and the guy got me confused.
Isn't it the O? Like Kami O? Oh no, ga. Yeah, never mind.
So this is the reason why we use kanji. So that way you would know which ones on these would be particles. So instead of, like, as an example here, we have ga right here and you have taka. You wouldn't get confused because you would have this written here instead of this. And you'd be like, seiga takai.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't actually see the ka inside there, even though you would be saying the sound ka. And that's why kanji is used.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. You made kanji make sense for a second. Impressive.
All right. So do you remember how we did te form with verbs?
Oh no.
They have it with adjectives too.
Oh, fun. Te verb. Hooray. Have we just been speaking stupid this whole time? What's happening?
Okay. No. So it's actually quite simple. Do you remember how when we used adjectives and we went from, like, what is it? Like this one here is yasui, and then you said yasukunai. Do you remember in a previous lesson how we did that?
Kinda.
Mhm.
Okay, so this one is very simple. So you go in this one here, you go yasui to yasuku, and then just add te. That's all you have to
Okay.
do for your e adjectives. And it gets even easier because there's only one irregular after this, which is e, and that becomes yoku.
Yokte.
Mm-hmm. That's the only really irregular. And then your nas and your nouns are exactly the same. So they both end in de.
Okay.
So this one's the only one that changes slightly. So you have yasui, yasukute. So, and this one goes from like genki or genki na to genki de. So the best way to remember these ones here with like this genki is that, and this is how I taught myself, so this may work for you, it may not. So you have genki, right? And the way to use the sentence form is genki des, right? You just take the su off the end. And you have genki de. And that's for your na and nouns. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can see it in an actual sentence, but yeah.
So now we're going to describe what is it? These using two verbs.
Okay.
So do you remember how when we used? I'm sorry, I don't think I explained this correctly, but how when we used two verbs before, we had to use te form, and then we would say like the one where I went to the bus. I had to hurry because I needed to go to the bus. So it was a isoide basu wa hayaku kimasu. How the second part of the sentence ended in mas. But the first verb used the te form. It's the same thing for adjectives, where the first adjective will use the te form and then use the full form with des at the second part. Okay, so let's try and think of two words in English right now to describe the hamburger, or this Whopper.
So big and tasty.
Big and tasty. So we learned big. What is big?
Takai.
That's tall.
That's
And
all.
expensive.
Uki.
Oh.
Oki.
Oki.
So we had oki
And oishi.
and then oishi. Very good. Oh, I spelled that wrong. It should be oishi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this one here is a na adjective, and this one here is an e adjective. And I put this up here to help you guys with that.
Okay.
So we're going to try and put both of these together in a sentence.
Okay, so what's the connecting to adjectives or something? Is it o? No,
It's the
Cool.
te form.
it's just te.
Yep.
Okay. And do you use te form on both or just the first one?
You use te form on the first part, and the second part is the normal way.
Gotcha. Okay, because you're finishing up the sentence that
Exactly.
way.
So you don't need a
Wappa.
particle?
You don't need a particle.
Okay.
That's well, the particle would be turning it into te form, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it just seems a bit weird.
Yeah. So, wappa o
Wappa
Right.
wa.
wappa wa. Okay, wappa wa. What was big again? Oki,
Mm-hmm.
and then that would become okite.
Oki.
Oh,
O.
oh. Okay, sorry. So ki. So okute.
Okiku.
Oh,
That's
okay.
because it's oki
Yeah,
or
yeah,
yeah. Okay, that makes sense because it's an e at the end. Okay, didn't have oki memorized. Got it. Okay, so
Okiku.
wappa o okikute oishi desu.
Very good. It's big and it's tasty. So now let's say that it's tasty and it's big.
Me again?
No, that's going to be Ellie this time.
Okay, hang on. You said tasty and big, didn't you?
Yes, so we're going to be
so you're
using...
changing oishi into te form.
Yeah. Well, they're both e adjectives, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Is
gonna
it?
be
Okay.
oshikute.
Oi, she.
Oi. So yeah.
Oishikute. Oishikute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wafa wa oishikute oki desu.
Very good. Fantastic. All right, that's where we're going to stop for today, and we will pick up next time. And until then, we will see you all later. See you next Friday. Goodbye.